Good evening, Micromep here, Map Investments, bringing you a Monday video. Market now back in a mildly bullish uptrend here on the Victor Vest market timing clock. I haven't done a couple of videos I haven't done a couple of videos in, I haven't done videos in a couple of days. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. It's already 10:30, getting a little late, long day. Because the market's been just basically in a bear market, and now we've basically been consolidating. We consolidated and forming a base, and now we're back in an uptrend. So that's why we've had a couple days of up days, and that's why the market timing has changed on VectorVest and on Market Smith to confirm uptrend. I still think you need to be careful out here, but you're starting to see a little bit more set. There's not a lot of setups out there, guys. I watch the markets, I breathe and live the markets, and there's not a lot of setups out there. Like I said, do the 401k, get the company match, do the dollar cost averaging over time, um, and look how much time you have on your side, and just keep participating in the market overall. But I like to focus on the next winners, the next big things by looking at the tape, looking at earnings per share, and really analyzing the market on a daily basis. I was reading a book, How to Make Money on Stocks by William O'Neill, and he talked about um, a teacher in a classroom. The teacher said, "Hey, do a report on fishes," and most of the kids, when he asked the kids, what'd you do on the report on the fishes and the kids were like, no, we did research, this and that. And the teacher's like, no, that's wrong. The best thing you could do is stare at a bowl of fishes if you want to learn. I think the report was about behavior, the fish's behavior. You want to learn about the fish's behavior, look at the bowl all day. So if you want to learn about the market, you got to be engaged with the market. You got to look under the tape. You got to look at stocks, and you got to be really analyzing what's going on. Forget about chat rooms. Forget about the TV. Sometimes they tell you to buy the conglomerates. Today they were pushing Robinhood that they're gonna get taken over. Um, that's the easy way, guys. These guys have a narrative, they have an agenda on TV to push a stock and then dump it. You have to be smart, okay? Not chase. Be looking for the next winner, and when you get the dip, you have the confidence that this is a stock you want to buy and own because you know it's going to be the next winner. So, and that's what I do. Um, and I try and study and learn every day, if it's from Warren Buffett or Graham or Jesse Livermore or William O'Neill, whatever data I can try and pick up and put in my toolbox, it's always helpful. But the best thing you can do is look at the ticker and look underneath the tape. Um, so let's take a look at the futures. The 10-year uh, is yielding 3.20 almost. It was at 3.20. It's down to 3.18 now. Let's take a look at the dollar. The dollar is at 104 almost, and it's been hanging in there strength wise. Aussie under 70, British pound 122, loonie 77, euro 106, yen 74. And that's pretty much it. Sterling 105, I mean Swiss franc 105. That's it. Bitcoin 20,500. I'm not a fan of any of these cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of turbulence. I think Coinbase was annihilated today, and I just have no interest in the crypto market. If I want to play crypto market, I could probably play it through um, AMD or or I don't even know. I think AMD will be your best bet. That's just my 2 cents. I guess it's like religion. Oil up $1.24 to almost 111, and it's been strong. Um, Honestly, the only real good setups I see out in the market are basically energy and big cap pharma, um, like Merck, Eli Lilly, to name a few. Um, Especially those two are looking pretty good, to name a couple names for you on the healthcare sector. Uh, S&P is down, and I think that doesn't have the current. Let me see what the market closed at. Um, I know we had Nike after the bell, and I think they were down. The market was pretty flat. Everything was down about quarter of a percentage, except the NASDAQ was down almost 3/4%, and the small cap was, where is the small cap? The small cap was actually up, so it bucked the trend from the other indexes, which is good because I'm a small cap, micro cap kind of guy when I look at stocks. So let's go back to the futures. Um, Gold is flat at 1825. S&P down 12 to 3891. Copper. Now, copper, I talked on one of my videos that copper is a leading indicator for recession, and copper is at levels that I haven't seen in a while. Every time I do my videos, copper is at about 450, um, 475. It got up to more or less, and it's been range bound for a long time in that area. It hit a low of 425, and we're already down to 376, which is, a pretty scary indicator. Because it's an indicator for recession. Um, Small caps down 4, um, Nasdaq down 50, Dow Jones down 74. Natural gas has come back a lot to 650. Um, what else here? Silver, $21. Uh, the VIX is creeping up to 27.65. We have the grains coming up a little bit, which they've been hit a little bit in the past couple of days. They've come down a little bit, especially wheat. The other ones have been pretty strong. Give me 1 second. Okay, so those are the futures for the most part. Um, Stock wise, all right, let me see. Stock wise, how can I go about this? I'm gonna talk to you about Harte Hanks. Harte Hanks will be the title of this video. I like what I saw today in them. I own this stock in my portfolio. Um, Let me see here. Orders. Here it is. I have 300 shares at 10.20. I'm up about $285, but I wanted, I might add some more. It looked pretty good today on the breakout. Let me pull up the daily chart. So here is Harte Hanks, and on this daily chart that goes back to April, the high on this candle was 1095. Today we broke it. We hit a high of 1135, and we closed at 1115 higher from this bar on the breakout with 375% increase of volume. And you can see here the candle is the biggest candle we've had yet in the last uh, couple months, going back to April. Now, this stock came from another exchange. Um, I don't know if it was the OTC or the Amex. You'd have to do that research. I can't recall from the top of my head, but they're now listed on the NASDAQ. And what they do is they provide integrated multi-channel data-driven marketing services for many businesses. And they're also getting into logistics as well. Um, it's a small company, only $78 million company, only has 5 million shares in the float outstanding. Well, shares in the float. They have an outstanding 7 million, only 5 in the float. Management owns 17% of the stock, and funds own 36%. And institutional uh, funds have increased in the last couple of months. Um, if you take a look in 20, so they've always had pretty much negative earnings per share, except In 2015, they had an earning per share of 20 cents, and the high was $82, and the low was $31. And then they lost in 16, lost in 17, 18 they made 238, and the high of the stock was $12. 19 they lost 426, 20 they lost 34 cents. Stock was $4, $1. In 21, they made $1.76. Stock was $8. In 22, they have an estimate of 142, which is down from 21, 19%. Um, but their revenues have increased. Their sales have increased. If you look here on the bottom, and so has their earnings per share. They're trending pretty well, and the stock looks pretty good from what I'm seeing on the chart, and the chart tells a story. That's the daily chart, and this is a weekly chart. They came over in December, and you can see here 870 was the high in December. Then we broke it here on this candle on June the 3rd on 148,500 volume share. And today we had 141. So another increase in volume, and we made another high. And RS is 98. And it seems like the company has, I was watching on YouTube, they had a video on them. The CEO was talking, and he seemed pretty intelligent and straightforward, and it seemed like they have things going in the right direction, and they've been able to cut costs, and it seems like they will be able to increase their earnings per share in this company, and that's all we care about when we invest in companies. Obviously, that they have good management and that they own the stock, and that there's some institutional um, sponsorship ownership in the stock, and that they're going to increase earnings per share. So I think they're in a sweet spot because a lot of advertisers, if you look at Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, their advertising dollars have been shrinking, and there could be many things to that. Maybe lack of personal touch and that customer relationship piece, instead of just choosing huge numbers. Sometimes that customer relationship, that retention, that being in your face, not being the biggest, kind of lets smaller companies grow and do well. And I think these guys have a lot of customers, so um, keep a look at them. Put them in your. I have them in my portfolio. I think they're gonna go higher. Um, have a tight stop on it. Um, like I said, the market's back in uptrend. Let's take a look at some of my stocks, and I'll tell you some of the market leaders that I think will be good winners uh, in the next leg up in this market. And um, here are some of them. I have a lot of them here in my watch list, and I may own some of them. Daku Energy is doing great. Um, I think I did a trade in there today. I had another trade and I made money on it. I'm up on that stock year to date. RCMT looks great. I own stock in that. I've done videos in that. Plab is another one. Looks great. Console Energy had a nice day. You could put it on your watch list. Penske Automotive, another one you could put on your watch list. I like ASC. I don't know if I've done videos on them, but I really like them. EJY, nice. I love PRPH. Really love this stock. Um, Nice breakout today. I think if you get any little decent pullback on this one, I think you should add to PRPH. Nothing crazy, but it's a small company, but I think it could be a winner. They're getting into genome sequencing testing and stuff like that. Another energy here in ARLP, Sting Tanker, another good one. Chico's is a retailer. They actually had good earnings for a retailer. So it's kind of weird to have a retailer on the winners list, but they're doing well. I love board drilling. They don't have the earnings per share, but for some reason, the stock just keeps doing well, better than WTI, to be honest with you. And WTI has better forecast for earnings per share. Don't know why, but tape don't lie. ELA, really like that one. They're gonna get into the recycling business of solar waste and solar panels and stuff like that. And they also have pawn shops and they deal with dollar, gold, and silver stores. Um, Genie Energy, and I think I've done videos on a lot of these, so you can go back into archive. I own these stocks. Hudson Technology, refrigerant, like it. Lee Auto was down today. I sold some and I did put credit spread. Didn't want to have too much stock, but I got in that stock. And you look at my prior videos, I got into that stock at $32. If you look at my prior videos, um, TWI do monster tires for tractors and ag play. Sierra Wireless, another good one. Love Hallador Energy. Love that one. Love Sanapta Energy. Sanapta is a food manufacturer. Enphase is doing well. JK Solar, another one doing well. Uh, oh wow, TRMD had a nice day today. Hmm, nice day. Shipper. EZPW is a pawn shop. Eli Lilly's looking pretty decent. PBF, another one. It's a refiner. Love Quick Logic. Now, Quick Logic has there's not a lot of technology name out there. This is a small one. Um, I don't know if I did a video on it, but the tape has been really, really good in Quick Logic. And I think they have future earnings per share being positive. Keep a keep an eye on Quick Logic. It's holding the 8 level pretty good. I think any dip must be bought, and I do own some shares, and I think I did a video on it. And if I didn't, I will. Just doing this video on Harte Hanks. I like VTNR as a refiner. NL does chemicals and also locks for gas stations and doors and it's a small, really small, tiny one. Coal is in play, so BTU or any of the major coal players are pretty decent because of Europe using coal and firing plants up using coal with not getting natural gas from Russia. Diana Shipping's that hasn't been good, but it's pretty undervalued. But it's not on buy here. But I don't know what to tell you. Wrestling's pretty good too. WWE, but it's a hold right now. Stealth Gas is a shipper um, for oil products, and those are some of the names that I really really like. Um, yep, I think the ones that I named are the ones that are showing great action on the tape. They really are, guys. So subscribe, like the video, share, comment below. I hope everybody's doing well. Get ready for the 4th of July. Stay safe. God bless and peace. And I'll see you in the next video. Good night.